You are listening to the War Report.
I'll throw this question to you, Mike. You've been pretty adamant about what Auburn currently has at QB, but there's still a conversation about a sentiment amongst a good bit of the fan base, and that we need another QB. Again, I'm not against adding more bodies in that room, but we don't know if anyone will get picked up out the portal at this point, maybe after spring ball. But your thoughts on the QB room going into spring?
Well, we got the great QB developer, don't we not?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, he touted that.
Two of them.
Yeah. So there are two guys in this room that you can develop into SEC quarterbacks. I want to see it. And I want to be super clear here because I'm back and I got energy. I'm not letting Hugh Freeze off the hook for quarterback development. Robby Ashford better be an SEC quarterback next season. All SEC. Get the job done with this kid. He clearly has the talent. We've seen spurts of it. He can move. He's just as athletic as anybody in college football. If it's a foot race between Robby Ashford and Flash, I'm picking Robby Ashford. He's fast, right? He should be a really good fit for a Hugh Freeze system.
Wait, are you talking about Flash, the comic book character, or Flash, the former Auburn wide receiver?
The comic book character.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, okay, go ahead.
It's fast. It was a metaphor, but okay. Anyway, so listen, he's got all the talent. He can make all the throws. The throw in the Iron Bowl to Javarius Johnson was as good a throw as you're going to see. NFL caliber. Get him to do that more often. Let's go, Brother Hugh. Right? You got the job. You got the job, much to the chagrin of half the fan base. So if we're going to talk quarterback, I want to see Holden Gernier when he gets his shot. Listen, here's what I want to see. I want to see Robby Ashford running teams who are supposed to be off the field. Then I want to see Holden Gernier come in after and look like the next coming. So listen, it's okay. Go get a quarterback out of the portal. You got to have depth anyway. I get it. It's clear that Robby feels a little disrespected by some of the fan talk on social media. He's been open about that. But to me, this really isn't about him because all the try is going to be there. He played the whole season with a sprained AC joint in his throwing shoulder. So I'm not worried about the effort he's going to give. My concern is about the guy who's coming in, who we hire, who we gave a chance. Check or pass, whatever. I'm all over that, right? But you're here. Now, you touted two things: quarterback development and turning programs around quickly. Both of which go hand in hand. Right? So all this talk about getting a quarterback out of the portal, to me, it stinks of, bringing a guy who's better and can already do the job. I'm like, no, show me a coach who knows how to develop the guys that he has. And that includes anybody they might get out of the portal.
For sure.
Now, I've about had it with this talk about quarterback. I've had it. Listen, we got guys here who stuck with Auburn, who chose Auburn. I want to talk about those guys too. Now, there's always a group of fans who feel like whatever we saw last season is the best we're ever going to see out of a guy. Right? They think that I'm telling you, a lot of people think Robby Ashford hit his peak last season. And I'm telling you, that's not true. It's nowhere close to true. Now, he came out and he made a statement in an article somewhere where he said, what you saw was nowhere close to what I can do. Injuries happen to everybody. But what I'm saying is, I think that Hugh Freeze has something to prove this spring. This spring practice better look clean. These quarterbacks better look developed. I don't know what they're, obviously they're in the weight room right now trying to get their weight up. But, we should see a somewhat base polished offense this spring with crisp throws, with crisp routes, and with good blocking schemes for the quarterback, for the quarterbacks that we have. So I'm not against bringing a guy in. I don't want anybody to hear that. I'm not against bringing a guy in because, listen, man, look, this is the SEC. It felt like half the SEC dealt with attrition at quarterback.
Q3 lost his fourth QB at Liberty.